Rarity is one of the hallmarks of the automotive collection here at Stahl's. Many of these cars are simply in a class by themselves, like this brilliant red beauty. It is one of only one, and it was constructed for a very specific purpose. We'll discover what that was on this latest edition of Inside Stahl's. A world of wonder, where fantastical music machines provide the soundtrack for a tantalizing stroll through history. Vintage automobiles and memorabilia stimulate the senses around every chromed curve and corner. This is Inside Stahl's. This is a 1911 American Eagle Touring. Now, the name may sound familiar because several manufacturers have used the words American, Eagle, or both on various automobiles over the years. But this is not the American Motor Company you're thinking of. This car was built by a man named Martin Brzezinski from right here in Detroit, Michigan. Over the course of 4 years, Brzezinski designed and built the car right out of the home of Eagle Motor Company, which used to be located at 427 Gratiot Avenue. It's amazing today, 109 years later, that Brzezinski's one-off resides here at Stahl's, located at 26 Mile and Gratiot, just a mere 35 miles from its origin. It's a beautiful car, but it's a bit of a Frankenstein when it comes to construction. It was basically built from a variety of easily accessible parts. It was equipped with a Wisconsin 60 horsepower 6-cylinder engine. Brzezinski wasn't messing around when it came to power. In 1911, a 60 horsepower engine was a rocket ship that few on the road could match. Most of the suspension, including the Timken axles, bearings, and hubs, came from the Blood Brothers Machine Company in Kalamazoo. You know, that place where Elvis lives. Oh. It was a big car featuring a 132-inch wheelbase, and it was capable of carrying 7 passengers, or 3 of me. If you recall, I mentioned this car was built for a specific purpose. That purpose? Tires. What made the American Eagle unique was not necessarily the car itself, but what it rides on. Brzezinski had patented a design for a tire that would be impervious to flats or blowouts. But much like the Titanic was built to be unsinkable, the idea didn't float. This is one of Brzezinski's original wheels and tires. It was made of, you hear that? Aluminum. It featured spring-loaded canvas, rubber treads, and an inflatable inner tube. He had a revolutionary product and the car to test it. It was a match made in heaven. I know what you're thinking. Did that boy just say them wheels was made of aluminium? I did. And you and I know Michigan's roads aren't much better today than they were in 1911. So when old Marty took the American Eagle and his newly invented tire for a spin, 'twas a little bit bumpy. In fact, we have actual footage from that very first test drive. My dear, is that a filling? Oh! The tire was as sound as the idea, but apparently people weren't willing to have their insides mixed like a tossed salad. After driving the car for a total of just 224 miles, Brzezinski parked the Eagle and his invention. Oh! The car remained with Mr. Brzezinski until he died in 1946. A year later, his widow sold the car to renowned Detroit collector Bernie Pollard, where it eventually underwent a restoration at the hands of Clyde Wade. Alfred Lloyd Tennyson said, and I'm paraphrasing, "It's better to have tried and failed than to have never tried at all." And Brzezinski deserves credit for that. But there's also a tried and true moral to this story. If you want to reinvent the wheel, don't.